Okay, so first you're gonna wanna open up a Photoshop project, and you're gonna wanna import in your page that you're using, and then you're gonna wanna zoom in to the picture or area that you want to cut out. You're going to want to use magnetic lasso to outline whatever you want to cut out. Make sure that you don't cut any edges or anything. And then once you finally meet back up with the other edge, you're going to want to Command C to copy it, like that little section. And then you're going to want to delete it. And then you're going to want to create another layer and paste that thing that you just cut out onto your new layer. And then you probably want to rename your layer something else. And then after that you have this new layer that you can move independently of the bottom layer. But the background still looks all wonky, so after that you're going to want to go into your stamp tool and you're going to want to get clone stamp, and you're going to want to fill in the entire section that you just cut out and make sure that there's no random lines there or anything. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything, just as long as there's no random lines and all of the lines are connected. And after that you'll have a background that you can barely even tell that you cut something out of. Oh, and then you're going to want to save the project as a Photoshop project. And then you're going to want to open it back up in Premiere. And you're going to want to start up that new project in Premiere, name it something else, whatever. And then you import your photos, make sure that they're in individual layers so that they're not merged together and you can move them independently from one another. And after that you can start keyframing one thing or anything you want. And that covers the Photoshop portion. Okay, so first you're going to want to start a new project and go to the import and import your book page. And then you're going to want to drag it over into the timeline and click on it and go up into the effect controls and set a keyframe for the scale. And then you're going to want to scale it into however far you like it, and then you can move it over or anything. And then you move it over a little bit further in the timeline, set another keyframe, move the scale again while still on that keyframe so that you don't make a new keyframe, and then move it however you like. However, since you did not set a position keyframe, the position won't move and just the scale will. So when you play it back, it will just zoom out or in if you want the reverse effect of it. Okay, so the next for this, drag your picture into the timeline again, select it, go up into the effect controls, scale it to go however far you want. Again, keyframe for both position and scale. Make sure that your position is wherever you want it. And then move it over a little bit more in the timeline, the little blue cursor, and move over your video, the position, And when you play it back, just the position will move, not the scale, because you only set the scale in the beginning of the video. So the scale won't change, but if you play it back, the position, it moves over from one place to the other. Okay, and so for this last one, drag it back over again. It'll be a combination of the two. So click on it again, go to the effect controls, and scale it in again. And then go to one side, however far you want, whatever you want it to be focused on. Set your keyframes for the scale and position. And then go over more into the timeline to the right. And you're going to want to scale it out a little bit. And move the position over to however far you want it. And then if you play it back from the beginning, you'll see that it moves how you wanted it to.